Why? That's the thing I don't get about the Cybertrucks. Is like, what would ever like entice you to purchase one of those if you're not an Elon dick rider?
Well, when he announced it, it was the only pickup truck that was electric. And he made it was ugly then, but for $39K,
okay,
350 miles like charge.
Cybertruck production seems to be slowing way down.
Imagine that. So remember when the Cybertruck was introduced? It was introduced at $39K.
Yeah, I do. Do you remember when, like, what, 6 months ago, if that, they were magically, that price disappeared from their website?
Yeah.
And so did the $69,000. And now all you can buy is the $100K version.
I
didn't they have, what was it, 2 million pre-orders or something like that, right? With $100 deposit.
There's a ton of people walking away from their $100.
Yeah.
So the math here for me is like, I think Elon he believes his own press, and he loved the fanfare, and it's not going to turn out very well. Like I keep, aside from this particular news, I'm hearing people like turning their leases, they're paying the early termination fees. I'm hearing that Tesla is the most recalled vehicle on the Tesla brand is the most recalled brand across the board.
Yep.
They have the most recalls. I'm just not impressed. Like I love this news. I think it's great.
I think I told you a couple weeks ago, I was in Vancouver, lovely Vancouver, Canada, for work, and my colleague had rented an electric car, and we ended up with a Model 3, and we got in it and couldn't figure out how to start it. Like, it wouldn't go. And it was because we didn't have the key in the right place. And then we got on the road and it started raining. And he couldn't figure out where the windshield wipers were because it's all in like the center console display thing. Then we got to the restaurant we were going to. We weren't sure how to turn the car off. We got out of the car. Didn't know if it was locked. Tried to get back in the car. Weren't sure how to lock it and unlock it. Like, it was just the stupid handles. Like, it's just everything is made. I know I'm like, I'm
a lot of that's end user problem.
It is. A lot of it is. I recognize that. But it's just like, so many of these things were not an issue that you're solving by putting it in an electronic control in the center console, right? Like, having to look over here to tap a button to turn on the windshield wipers is not a good solution. That is there's a worse solution than the stick, right? And you can still clean the windshield wipers with the stick, right? Because they couldn't figure out how to make that a button on the screen. But you can't adjust the windshield wipers or turn them on. Like, I don't know. There were just so many things that it just, and then, I've never been in a Cybertruck, but they look like shit. I see, like, they are the stupidest things on the road.
Bro, you know what I mean? I see every day.
I'm sure so many.
Bro, are you seriously going to go there, bro? This is only one way back, bro. Through intensive care, bro.
Did I send you the article about the people who had the wraps on them, and when they took them off, that like, so people who just did like lettering, it etched onto the stainless steel, like the finish when they took it off. People who did complete and entire wraps are noticing like rusting and stuff like that underneath. In some cases, they think that the wrap bonded to the stainless steel. And in other cases, they think that the combination of exposure to the sun and stuff like that and corrosive elements may have caused it to start.
To be fair.
But you can only get it in one color, so it's like everybody's like, "Oh, no problem. We're just gonna throw a vinyl wrap on it." It's like, "Oh wait, that might not." I can't
Ruin
wait
it.
until that turns out that like voids the warranty on it. You know.
To be fair, like we should have known when he hit it with a baseball bat
Mm-hmm.
and the window shattered.
Oh my fucking god. Well, yeah.
Well, maybe you hit it too hard. No, motherfucker, it's a
Do it
baseball
again.
bat.
Do the other one. Oh, and then they switch from the steel ball in the first demonstration to like an actual baseball in the second one.
So my argument has always been with Elon Musk is he's a guy that had a stack of cash that got pushed forward.
Yeah.
He's not smart. Like we got to stop making it. I've heard somebody say that's probably just like a big fanboy or just wants some money from him. He's a brilliant engineer. He's not.
Yeah.
He's like I don't know what's worse than a Chinese knockoff Steve Jobs, but he's worse than that. He has no, like, I'm not saying he's not smart, but he's not the thing you think he is. Yes, he's hired people to be around him that are smarter than he is, and he may interject some input on something that works.
But what's the proof of that, right? Like, where's the proof that anything that he's really suggested has worked?
I would give him maybe SpaceX. I don't know.
But even that's propped
yeah.
up by hundreds. I mean, at this point, probably hundreds of billions of dollars of government subsidies.
Yeah, I better say U.S. money.
I mean, is that really successful? Like, no wonder he and Donald Trump are just like best friends now. Like these two were made for each other in that sense.
I don't like the guy. I really don't.
I don't either.
I wish he does fail.
Yes.
Like, and I want to be around for it.
I mean, like, at this point, I'm waiting for Donald Trump to like issue an order saying that like all new mail trucks will be Cybertrucks or something like that, just to like eat up all the inventory and spend a bunch of money to help his buddy Elon.
He won't do that because they're failing on just the general delivery of the mail.
Yeah, that too.
So. And the strike with the letter carriers is ridiculous. So I really do hope he fails. I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
Don't apologize for that. Take that.
The Cybertruck's ugly. I've only been inside of one Tesla, and it's a cool experience, right? They're ugly. On the outside, the vehicle's ugly. It's not a good looking vehicle. Like the Hyundai Ioniq,
Mm-hmm.
Those look cool. The Rivians look cool.
I like the Rivians, yeah.
Yeah, everything else looks better. Like even the Volvo, I think it's the CX-90, looks amazing as an EV. And their hybrid looks as cool as the normal. So it's like Volkswagen's EVs, they look great. The Tesla looks like crap. Like I just thought I would never drive one. I'm sorry.
Like again, like what has changed about them
in almost 20 years?
Right.
Nothing
at all. Where's the Roadster that we were promised, right? Like that got canned for the Cybertruck, and that did great. I mean, there's been no real advancements to the Model 3 or the Model Y or the Model X. Like they're just the same basic cars that they've been for the last 15, 20 years.
And what I love the most about it is all the people that actually buy Teslas don't like Elon. They bought him, and now he's just like this completely beyond weirdo.
And so they're trying to get rid of him. I mean, I just saw that's the thing I don't get about the Cybertrucks is like what would ever like entice you to purchase one of those if you're not an Elon dick rider?
Well, when he announced it, it was the only pickup truck that was electric. And he made it was ugly then, but for $39K
okay,
and 350 miles like charge,
And I mean, I guess he did bank 200 million off of those $100 deposits,
Right.
right?
So you think about it, 39K truck, 350 miles.
He's a very good scam artist.
I thought you were going to say salesman, and I was going to say
No, he's
liar.
a scam artist.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking out the Chris and Andre show. Remember, unlike yourself in middle school, those like and subscribe buttons aren't going to hit themselves. And be sure to leave a comment with your favorite part of the show or a topic you'd like us to cover in the future. As always, stay salty.